What are the cultural differences between India and India?
Among youth, cultural difference, culture difference between the youth in India and youth in UK. Yes. Okay.
That's a very good question, because we have a lot of Indian people in the UK. We have a lot of people from all over the world in the UK. So when they've been living in the UK for a long time, we all become British. So our culture sort of merges. It's called fusion, is it? When you're two, it sort of fuses together, so we have a mixture. So it's a very, very good question, but it's a complex question, and I will talk for hours about it. But generally, I'll generalise. So I'm generalising between Indian culture and British culture. Do you know what? I can't. I think maybe traditions. Maybe I think Indian culture and a lot of other cultures, non-English white cultures, are much, much more traditional. You have a lot of rituals and a lot of traditions, and you're clear about your food. You know, culturally, your dishes, your food. Yeah, I think your food, clothes. So actually, there's lots of things now I'm talking. Food, clothes, different festivals, yeah. I mean, I say that the biggest thing about India, and they say, what is it like? I say they have a festival every day. You have a festival all the time, there's something going on, which I think is beautiful, because back in the UK we don't. We have maybe Eid, we'll have Eid celebration because we have a lot of Muslim community, we have Diwali maybe because there's Nidhi, you know, we have these, but we're not celebrating every day. So I think that's the biggest difference. I think the traditional stuff. But then again, the Indian community in London, and in the UK, they try and hold on to those traditions. They can't have the big festivals like you have here because it's not prohibited because of streets. Not because people are against them, but it would be impossible because of the streets and it's busy and things like this. But yeah, I would say, for me personally, in my culture, very different, we're very different. But because I've travelled and I have a big, diverse community that I live in, and my friends, I sort of feel an international person as opposed to an English person. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel like I'm a bit of everything. But I think, if you want some traditional stuff, you've heard of fish and chips? Heard of fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. That's a traditional English dish. But it's not. Even that's not English. See, this is the problem. English people colonised, as you know. Yes? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Great British Empire, colonisation, slavery. So the English went everywhere and took and conquered. So most of the things that are supposedly traditionally English aren't. We stole from other places. So we have like afternoon tea. Afternoon tea? Where does tea come from? Where does tea come from?
Kerala.
There you go. So, for me, that's a complex question when you ask me that, because we don't really, culturally, we're a mixture of everybody else's culture, because we stole it all.
Stolen ones.
Yeah, stolen cultures. But celebrating London, where I come from, it's a beautiful place because we have lots of different people from all over the world. It's like the United Nations. I live in a really, my community I have people from Algeria, Somalia, Ghana, Nigeria, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, from I could go on forever, and Poland, Italy, France. So, yeah, it's probably a hard question to ask me, but I hope that helps a little bit.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Anybody else? Are we done? Oh.
We are standing here, they will not spare you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. From your experiences, what advice can you give to us in the social sector?
In social
In
science.
social service industry.
In the industry.
Yes. From your experiences, from your own experience, your point of view, what advices can you give for them?
Okay.
For the future
Yeah.
social science.
Well, social science is my background anyway. I'm a youth worker. I have a youth work degree, postgrad, and I have an MA in children, youth, and a master's in children, youth, and international development. So from an academic perspective, the theory's all great, but you need to do the practice. Theory's great, reading something from a book, and then reading something from a book, and then reading something from a book. But it's when you go out on the field and you listen to people and you find out about people's experiences. I would say this is the most important thing is somebody who's sort of a graduate of social science in that sense, and I love it, sociology and these things, theologies. It's not thinking you know, because you don't know somebody else's life. Even though we may be neighbours, I don't know how you feel about things. You never know until you live in somebody's shoes, the saying. So the big thing, I think, is to not presume, and not because you've read something, you think that's it. The reading just helps you to think about things and think about theories. But to be honest with you, I don't remember any of the theory, most of it. And I graduated after I was doing the practice and then did. So I'm talking from the truth here. I think that's important, but you need to go out and listen to people. Don't go into communities and tell people how to live their lives. Don't tell people that you know all the answers and you need to do this and you need to do that. You need to engage with people and offer support and listen. And then the experience and the qualification and all that stuff you've learned, you then think about that and you think about and you listen and then you can maybe offer some solutions. But never just go in and just go, right, here you go, I know the answers, because we're all different. Because we may live in a community, but we're all individuals within that community. And I think that's one of the most important things to remember. We all are. Every one of us in this room will be different. Even though we may practice the same religion, we may like different foods, we still have different things that we like or we don't like. And we have to remember that all the time. We're human. And I think that's the biggest thing. Take in, absorb, learn, speak to people, see what's going on in communities, read the news, know what's going on in the news, and things like this. You're learning all the time and thinking. But the other thing is you have to have a passion. You have to care. If you don't care, don't be a banker, don't work in the store, don't do something else. But in social science, in this field, you have to care. You have to want change, and you have to really, really love people. You have to really, really, really from the heart care and be able to offer that, and for people to be able to do that. Because if you don't, people will know. And then really, you can give somebody something. I can give you some money, I can give you some rice. But quite often what we need is somebody to just understand our plight and care. And that's the first and foremost. Because the giving is an easy part, but it's the support and the love and the listening and the advice and the support and the nurturing and all those things which you can't buy. So that's the advice I would give. And that's, you know, being a beautiful person is the most important thing.
Something I want to add to what she said. Yeah, I took up the social work as I told you as a passion. I was in the pharmaceutical industry, I worked in the factory. So every week, only Sunday is the holiday. Even during Sunday, that's the only one day, I used to go to Islam. I used to work on health work and other issues. Because I started this in 71 when I was studying the college. when the college was certificate graduation, the second year itself I started an NGO with my friends. So that's why I started, is mainly because of the passion. I wanted to help the poor people and the needy. Through the 20 years, all the time I never used to say in office, I've been the field. That's what I say. You may get a degree, you may get a very good job, but don't keep yourself in the cabin, air conditioned cabin. Go to the field. Keep your eyes open all the time. Only when you go and mix with the community, the people, you know what it is, what is the problem, and then you'll be able to relate it whatever project proposals you prepare. For example, you know Narikorvas, so gypsies? No? See, they all the time used to travel, they used to have a hunting gun, they kill, shoot monkeys, the squirrels, and they make beads. Do you know anybody? Recognize them? They'll be in the temple festivals selling beads, chains, etc. They're not aware,
Yes.
but then nobody says.
Because they are not that much aware about this.
They are called gypsies, and in English and Tamil we used to call them as Narikoro. They'll be very, very dirty. The dresses will be very bad. And till
നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ ഉത്സവത്തിന് മറ്റേ ഇതുമായിട്ട് വരത്തില്ലേ, മുത്തുമാലകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി വരത്തില്ലേ, കണ്ടിട്ടല്ലേ റോഡ് സൈഡിൽ ഇരുന്നിട്ട് മുത്തുമാലകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്, അവരെയാണ് ഈ ജിപ്സീസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, യു ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. എവരിബഡി ഈസ് അവെയർ അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ് തിങ്. നോ, ദേ ഡോണ്ട് നോ ദ പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ടൈം ജിപ്സി.
till 2007, I was carrying same kind of thinking about them. I never recognized them. But in 2007, I got an opportunity to work with them. I went and met them in the community in a place where they live. I used to interact, talk to them. And then they wanted the children to be educated. They wanted the children to go to the college to study. But the schools refused to accept them. They're very dirty. Number two, because they're very, very honest. We used to give loans, both the Gypsy community, other communities, but the Gypsy community is honest. Every month they pay the installment, whereas other community they cheat. And the touching thing was, one of the Gypsy leaders challenged, "Sir, you are talking about HIV/AIDS. Can you point out any one person who is infected with HIV/AIDS from the Gypsy community?" Not even one. Not even one. So by interacting with them, I learned a lot. That's why I got that passion with the Gypsy people. That's why what made me to bring Denice to India. Thank you. And I